What up, family?
As y'all see, we are back. We took a little break yesterday, y'all. We enjoying the snow out here. We finally get some snow down south. But we got EW body cam. Simple trespass incident takes a horrifying turn. Kickback, y'all. Y'all know kickback. Relax with us. Get your snacks. I got me a little cake.
And let's get into the video.
Let's get into it, man. I want to see what this one's about. Oh!
Get the vehicle now! I told you to stop! Call the authorities now!
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
This chaotic scene erupted mere moments after Freddie Nelson and his wife Carrie arrived at the Delta Park Lowe's in Portland, Oregon. What may have started as an explosive argument rapidly escalated, turning deadly in the blink of an eye.
The security guard just shot my
He did shoot him.
About 7 months before this appalling
Security
incident
guard.
took place in
I
September
thought it was a cop.
2020, 49-year-old Freddie Nelson, a home renovator and woodworker, was stopped by 2 security guards after he'd loaded up his truck with wooden pallets taken from behind Lowe's. The guards worked for the Cornerstone Security Group, which provided armed security and was hired only to patrol the parking lots of Delta Park. While it's unclear what happened prior to the security guard's body cam footage being turned on, Freddie can be seen trying to leave.
You sit there shaking, you're looking for a fight, man.
Whatever.
I already tell that the adrenaline's pumping through you. You're ready. You're balling up your
You sound like
fist.
you're escalating
I
it.
get it. I see it.
I'm calling up my kids, calling my kids.
You want to fight.
You just.
So you know what?
It sounded like the security guard want to fight.
And that's what it sounded like to me.
Hey,
It sounded like he tell me you're balling up your fist. I don't even see him balling up his
Like he said, I
fist.
got my keys.
Exactly. He's trying to leave.
That man just got little pallets.
right, is it an issue to get pallets now?
Or if it is, he could have came at him a different kind of way. That little security guard sounded like he want to fight. He want to
I
start.
see it.
I'm calling up my kids, calling my kids.
You want to fight.
You want to
You
fight.
just.
So you know what?
And so you're trying to agitate
right now.
And you're trying to
Don't
agitate.
fight.
You're trying to agitate,
Because
right?
I'm going to take you down.
You're trying to agitate,
Do you understand me?
right?
Do you understand me?
Trying to agitate,
Take
right?
you down.
Okay, this is my question. Do you understand me saying?
Cop.
Okay.
Good. So are we done? Are we done?
We're all done. Get in your vehicle. Leave that to park.
Hey, look, I'm getting in my vehicle. Sure, I need to come.
You're talking to me.
Okay,
Get in your vehicle.
don't be giving orders.
You think you a
Now.
police?
I gotta go to work.
That's what I thought. Go to work. Kirby Avenue. And stay on this side when you come back.
What?
Oh my God! What?
Could you please move so you're not blocking the road, a public road?
One of the guards parked the red vehicle you can see in the footage, and it blocked Freddie's ability to leave.
You want to Bamba?
Oh, no.
I'm not.
Step back.
I'm not dealing with Jess.
Okay.
You understand?
You just back.
Just
Oh,
over me.
miserable.
Do not give me the attitude.
I'm apologizing for that.
On your side like that again.
The guard eventually moved his vehicle so Freddie could leave. But this was just the beginning of the volatile incidents between Freddie and the Cornerstone security guards. In January 2021, Freddie was once again approached by 2 guards. They saw that he had collected more pallets and had left his red and black truck out front while he went inside the store.
Alright. We can wait here.
Out on this.
Damn.
Okay. Because I know we've had this problem with him before.
So that's again?
Doing it. So
Yeah.
I think it's time to boot him out. Because we keep telling him.
Are you saying you're excluding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know that in the past we've told him not to do that. We keep
Okay.
telling people not to do that. So the other guys have been excluded now.
Yep.
He's excluded.
Yep. Man, you're not supposed to take pallets. I know.
While the guards waited for Freddie to come to his vehicle, they took a look at how many pallets he'd taken. While they seemed to be under the impression that Freddie didn't have permission to take the pallets, this wasn't the case.
We're going to tell
Hey,
him,
but do y'all know?
take those pallets, take them off site, and don't come back until January, what's today, 15th?
Yep. January 15th, 2020.
That's right.
Freddie had been collecting pallets from Lowe's for a few months at that point.
I know you've kind of had trouble with him in the past, haven't you? A little bit, you know?
He doesn't, yeah. We've spoken at Kirby Avenue a couple times. He really doesn't like us.
Oh,
We all don't like him.
Nope.
Hello?
Yeah, no. I'd rather do a show of force on this guy than not.
It was at this moment that Freddy exited the store.
So, we see that you're taking pallets.
Yeah, still talking manager.
Okay, so here's the problem. It's a property rule violation. So this has nothing to do with Lowe's. We are gonna ask you to go ahead and take these pallets off for now, but the problem is because of multiple property rule violations in the past with other people doing it, we're having to enforce it to the point that we're not gonna let you back onto Delta Park Center property for the next year. Okay?
Wow.
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you to leave. Like I said, you can take these pallets, but yeah, we can't have you back on Delta Park Center property for the next year.
Whatever.
That man is trying to make an honest living, man.
What was that?
Exactly.
No, sir. You can take it up with the property owner at Delta Park Center.
Ryan.
Know him by name. Okay.
While this incident ended without issue, things would only escalate from here. What no one could have predicted was just how explosive things would become. On April 19th, Freddy was once again stopped by a security guard while he was behind Lowe's, about to collect more pallets.
No,
So he came
you
back.
leave this property now. You leave the property now. No.
Hey, whatever.
Okay, turn around. I'm gonna put you under arrest.
No, you're not.
You want to bet?
Put me under arrest.
You are under arrest now.
No, I'm not.
Man, he just wanted. He probably failed at academy or something like that. And
Yeah.
now he the security guard think he could.
You want to be a cop.
What?
The man said he had permission from the manager in there.
Exactly.
But the security, whoever talking about,
The property.
property manager.
But
whatever.
the guy know them. The property manager know by name. So I'm pretty sure that he probably talked to him and they probably told him that he can do that.
It sounds like he's jealous of that man. He not getting the pallets.
I just came out of the office.
Nope.
Yeah.
You are trespassed from the Delta Park property. You are not to be here.
Did he give him
I
a
just
trespass
arrived.
papers?
I don't care.
Well, go deal with them.
I'm not. I'm dealing with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not under arrest.
You will be here in a second.
What's your name and ID number?
You don't need it.
You don't need
Yes.
it. See?
So I don't even know you're a legitimate security officer.
Exactly.
I am a legitimate security officer.
How do I know?
Because I'm right here.
I don't-
Come
What?
on, man.
You're right, I can, but I work for Delta Park.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You're from TMT.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
They
You
don't
are not
know
allowed
Delta
to be
Park.
here. It's not working. You are not allowed to be here.
Whatever.
You need to leave now.
Just go talk to management.
No, I'm not going to.
I wish you
An
would win that,
incident
bro.
report from a week before this footage reveals that a security guard spoke to the Lowe's manager and confirmed that the company Freddy worked for was actually contracted to pick up the pallets. Freddy even showed
See?
the business card to the guard and the manager. The report claimed that the pallets were supposed to be picked up in a truck with the company logo, which Freddy's truck didn't have. Regardless, it seemed like the guards knew he had permission from Lowe's to be there, and yet were still telling him to leave.
Okay, whatever.
You need to leave
Yeah,
now.
man.
I got work to do.
Oh man, I had to call cops.
Leave.
As soon as I'm done.
No,
That's how I wish you would have done it. He would have called the cops.
You don't even know the rules.
I do.
Yeah.
You are trespassed from this property.
Yeah.
Oh, he just his ego. Oh my god.
Ego.
You're not arresting me.
You want to bet?
Back off.
You want to bet? Go ahead. I got the same thing you do.
Yeah, well then back off.
No, not going to.
According to the report later filed after this dispute, the guard claimed that Freddy had a small can of pepper spray in his left hand. However, the footage shows that the can appears to be in his right hand. The guard stated that he then pulled out his own pepper spray for self-defense.
You're not arresting me.
You want to bet?
Go talk to management.
No, I'm not going to. It's
Yeah.
time for you to leave.
Freddy then began walking back towards Lowe's.
It's time for you to leave. You are trespassed from this property. No, actually, I'm not. I need you out here now,
I can't
please.
stand people like him.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that. I need you out here. Can you call the police then? Yeah.
Miserable piece.
I'm gonna be arresting Freddy here. Yep. I need PD out here now. I'm behind Lowe's. Yeah.
While Freddy headed into Lowe's to get management, the security guard aired his grievances to a bystander.
He's trespassing the property and he knows it. So
Everybody knows the rules, it's you.
Shoot.
he's not gonna come back here without being
Please.
so
Anybody know the rules?
I'll know it.
See, they don't even know this.
Watch me.
Watch me. Trying to show off. And it's
Oh no, this is what he
and
does.
it's look, cowards like him that actually make it to the police force too and use their little power to throw it around.
Throw it around,
like they're
right.
doing something. That's why I don't feel bad when stuff happens to certain police officers, bad cops. I don't feel bad. Bad security officers.
Oh no, this is what he does.
Oh, you do.
The incident report from that day states that the Lowe's management did ultimately ask Freddie to leave, but said that they would figure everything out so he could get pallets later. It appears that despite the security guards trespassing Freddie, the Lowe's management still expected him to come and pick up pallets. This would become very important later. The report also claimed that Freddie was trespassed on April 12th for allegedly stealing pallets, while other footage showed him being told he was initially trespassed in January. More discrepancies would come up soon. While the continued clashes between Freddie and the security guards were certainly distressing, things would only intensify from here. Once again, Freddie was approached by two guards, this time while he was in the front parking lot at Lowe's.
Go! Get off the property! You need to get off the property. Go! Go play that game? Okay.
They know that
You
truck.
can be here. You did nothing. You can't be here. Yes, you have. You've been excluded from Delta Park property for 1 year. You were now trespassing, sitting into the property.
What violation?
You are not supposed to be on Delta Park property.
What violation?
One, you helped somebody get away from stealing. We have that documented. You took a pallet. We have that documented. We have you on camera several times. We have you documented. You're not a vendor. We've already talked to him. We've already talked to him. So, either you need to leave or you go in handcuffs. You decide. Want to play that game? Okay, now. Okay.
I wish he just leave,
Then,
man.
okay, let's call PD.
Just leave.
Officer. Officer.
Who's in there? Officer.
What's up? I gave you my name.
Your name is not officer.
We have bolos out in this place. So,
The security guards did in fact have a beat on the lookout for Freddie. The bolo shared with the Cornerstone security guards stated he has attempted to state he is an approved vendor for Lowe's. Regardless if he is or isn't, he is not allowed in Delta Park Center. Notably, while the bolo says that Freddie can be hostile, it clearly states that he's not known to be combative. The bolo also directs the guards to place him in custody if he does not comply with orders to leave the property.
It's a lot of mix.
Everything came to a head on May 29th, 2021, when Freddie parked in the Lowe's lot with plans to look at flowers with his wife. Within 30 seconds of parking, and before the couple had time to walk away from their truck, they were approached by a Cornerstone vehicle. The security guard stopped partially in front of Freddie's truck, and an altercation immediately began, one so dramatic that witnesses nearby started filming. 28-year-old Logan Gimbel, the Cornerstone security guard, confronted Freddie and Carrie, telling Freddie that he was under arrest for trespassing. Freddie apparently argued that Logan had no authority to arrest him. While this part of the argument wasn't filmed, Logan turned on his body cam soon after, capturing the rest of the harrowing incident.
Off my property. You know you've been trespassed.
property.
You know you're not supposed to be here.
My property.
You refusing to leave my property?
I wish they had just called the cops. And
For real.
I told you to leave property! I told you to leave property! property. You've been trespassed and warned multiple times.
I call the police.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Get the out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Logan immediately shot 4 times into the windshield of the truck, fatally wounding Freddy.
Damn,
I
Freddy,
told you to
bro.
stop if you don't angle the vehicle at me! Call the authorities
He
now!
been wanting to do that. But Freddy gave him an opportunity.
I told you not to move the vehicle! I told you! You call 911 right now! Oh my god! You oh my god!
and he said, "Damn."
You already tried to hit me in the vehicle once! And that is assault!
That's the fact that he's still holding up his gun and the person is
Already deceased,
passed out in
probably.
that car. And you know what I mean when I say pass out.
But
That don't make no
He
sense.
been waiting an opportunity to do that. I wish Fred would have just stayed away or brought somebody with him.
Until they can get something figured out with
get
this
it-
whole Lowell situation, because clearly it was some mix up in between. Because
Yeah.
Lowell's telling him that he can do that, but then at the same time, the security guards are getting different. You know,
They're
then
getting
they say that they
different.
can arrest him or put him in custody or whatever like
Yeah.
that. Put him in custody, but oh man, that
then
whole
he tried to-
situation just bad.
Act like he was hitting him with the car too. They gave him a right to think he was gonna protect himself. He's trying to run me over, so I'm gonna just unalive him. This one's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You oh my god! You already tried to hit me in the vehicle once! And that is assault!
You yelling at an unalive person? You losing it. He's trying to validate what he did.
All of this occurred in less than a minute after Logan turned on his body cam. In the immediate aftermath, a witness to the horrific event called 911.
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
That's sad, man.
Shot my husband!
And he still ain't doing nothing.
No, but yelling at an unalive body.
God, you killed him, you I told you, he tried to hit me! Would you shoot him? Because he tried to hit me with a vehicle! That is assault with a deadly weapon! You called 911! You killed my husband! Yes! He did it again!
Are you on the authorities with them right now?
I'm on 911 right now.
Told them that he's been trespassed
I
multiple
watched
times.
you. I watched you.
Okay.
We all watched you. Yes, he's shot. Yes, we definitely. I see blood. Yes.
He's bleeding out.
Okay.
Do they want me to render aid? I don't know what to do at this
We
point.
want security to render aid.
You don't know nothing.
What do you want to do?
I'm right here standing by. My camera's on. Everything's been recorded.
Yes, he just shot my husband. I didn't do. Oh my God.
She's hysterical and rightfully so.
Yes. He told you. Yes. He told you to stop.
I shot him 4 times because he tried to hit me with the vehicle.
No, he tried to just keep saying it over and over. That's how it is, because he
know you
tried to
wrong.
hit me in the car.
He tried to hit me and pin me between the
Because
vehicles.
damn it, if you seen that he was doing that, or move up the first time, then get the hell out the way.
Get the hell
You
out the way.
stayed right there in the way so you can have an excuse to unalive Freddy. Let's just be honest with it. Let's be honest.
Boy, that's sad, man.
That's crazy.
It's kind of sickening too.
They're on the authorities with him right now. He locked his door. He tried to hit me and pin me between the vehicle.
Ma'am, do you have a key to get in the car?
Yeah.
That side open. Isn't that side open?
Give me a key.
Right away, Logan begins repeating his version of events.
Yeah,
but there are some key specifics in his story that will be challenged later.
Gun and he said, stop, or I'm going to shoot you. And the guy tried to run him over again.
He tried two separate times.
I know. And he's got it all on his camera. Take care of your husband.
He also attempted to pepper spray
He
me.
gonna take care
He
of
what?
He also attempted to pepper
Attempted
spray
to
me.
pepper spray them.
Oh, is that what that was? He shot out the window?
Yep.
Notably, Logan doesn't mention that he first pushed a bottle of pepper spray into the partially open back window of the Nelsons' truck and attempted to spray the couple.
He's been trespassed by me, every security member on my team. He's been trespassed by the police, and he's been trespassed by the owner of Delta Park.
So, you know that?
And he continues to come on property.
Okay.
While they wait for the police and ambulance to arrive, Logan makes a few questionable comments, seemingly talking to himself.
God, I did not think I'd have to do that. Of course, they're gonna sympathize with the victim.
I think his wife is on the phone screaming.
It's just a whole bunch of confusion. That's all that is.
I know you're trying to help.
I just want to make sure that they're taking anything.
They're apparently two paramedics. This is out of my scope.
Understand?
Tried to pin me between the vehicle right here, and then tried to hit me right here again.
About 5 minutes after the shooting, officers arrive on the scene.
I don't know what you need me to do. This is the first time I've ever had to do this. Just have a seat. Okay. I had to discharge my firearm.
Logan claimed he was the site supervisor responsible for all of Delta Park. He then told officers that Freddie had attempted to hit and pin him between his own security vehicle and his truck. The officers instruct Logan to call his supervisor, and he once again relays the same story, this time emphasizing a notable detail.
He angled the car for me, tried to floor the gas, and that's when I fired.
In the middle of the officers checking Freddie for signs of life, Logan makes this request.
Is there a way I can get tomorrow off?
Of course you have tomorrow. You killed.
So I can, process what I just did.
You might have a long time off.
I know we're tight, but...
A few minutes later, an ambulance also arrives. Eventually, an officer guides Logan to sit in the back of a police vehicle.
I did not think I'd have to do that today.
After leaving Logan alone for 5 minutes, the officers return to collect his firearm.
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Go ahead and step out of the car. Is that cool enough back there for you?
Yeah, it's a little warm, but it's all right.
Okay. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna take your firearm. You don't have to touch it, okay? We're just gonna wait for the texts and stuff. So it's just kind of protocol when somebody's in the back. So it doesn't say you're in trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the process. There's a weird thing with my DPST. I got armed during the whole COVID thing. I mailed my stuff off, and I have yet to get my actual card.
Don't worry about it.
But I do have the gold paper or the yellow paper that was issued.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
As it would turn out, this was an issue that Logan would need to worry about. The day after the shooting, he was brought in for a formal interview where he was read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers. He tells them that he was in the Air Force for 6 years. He was then asked to describe some of the things he dealt with working as a security guard.
So would you say that you've been able to resolve a lot of situations using just either verbally saying stuff to people or de-escalation using it? A lot of time it's, just being calm, rational. But if you're talking about the individual I dealt with, he's been a problem for us for a really long time. I was going out, driving around, doing my patrols, and this guy, his name's Freddie, he's been trespassed from our property before. He's been trespassed by me, he's been trespassed by the security team, he's been formally trespassed. I think the police, we had to get the police involved when they went over there and formally trespassed him. And then he was trespassed again by the owner of Delta Park, because how the whole incident started was like months back. My guys were chasing a shoplifter out of these either marine fishermen or dicks. I think it was Marines actually. The dude stole a bunch of knives and other tools. This guy, Freddie, drove by, opened up his car and let the dude hop in that we were chasing and then peeled off with him. And so that's why we that's where the trespass started.
Along with the other security guards, Logan had several prior verbal disputes with Freddie and had banned him from public areas about a month before the shooting.
He would go into the back of Lowe's and he would steal a bunch of pallets from them because he has a little pallet company. But they had no formal agreement with him at all. He had no okay from the manager. I went in and verified.
I think Logan was, like I keep saying, jealous or Freddie.
But didn't Freddie say he was going to take him to the manager?
He didn't want to go
verified. Now he's saying that he didn't have no.
That's how he lying and trying to flip it into somebody. He had a little pallet company.
Right.
Those pallets add up.
And they make money, too.
They make good money from those pallets. You jealous that you on the job doing security? You want to be a cop? Come on, man.
agreement with him at all. He had no okay from the manager. I went in and verified with him.
Carrie Nelson, Freddie's wife of 30 years, was interviewed the same day she witnessed her husband being shot, and she told a very different story than Logan.
But security has a personal beef with us. It says that we're stealing them, but we have permission, so they've been harassing us for like a month and a half now.
Mark Wilkins, the property manager of TMT Development, which managed the Delta Park Center, stated in an email that Freddie was not an approved vendor authorized to remove pallets. He also said that he spoke to Freddie and told him he was not approved, but that he was only trespassed from private property owned by the landlord, not from public areas. In contrast, Logan claimed he banned Freddie from public areas about a month before the shooting.
Everybody, most of the managers know us in there.
So you have a contract with Lowe's to take the spare pallets and use them for your own?
No, we sell them.
You sell them?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the contract at? Do you have that with you, or is it?
We do this. It's just a verbal
Contract. Do you know who you have the verbal contract with at Lowe's?
She works in the back. I don't remember her name.
Adding to the confusion, police spoke with Lori Sugarbeer, the receiving manager at Lowe's.
I was not here the day it happened. I had no idea what happened, but I dealt with this for I want to say at least a month before the incident even happened. And I was working with TMT, or trying to. I'm emailing TMT saying, hey, this is the person I want Freddie Nelson here to pick up our flag pallets. They're trash to us. We don't ever do an official business contract. But we do try to find someone who can come and pick up our pallets. So that's the gist of what I was trying to get TMT to authorize. And I know we've been around with the security here saying we can't have anybody back here. I'm like, well, you're impacting my business, and I really need these picked up. I emailed TMT, and a week later I emailed saying, look, we're having issues with Freddie and the security group because whatever, I have no idea. And every time I dealt with them, they were seriously over-aggressive with Freddie because he was literally just standing there with me, and I was having a business conversation with him. And they would just zoom up and be like, you have to get on this property right now. And I'm like, hey, we're just trying to get this resolved. And every single time, Ryan, I was like, why are you guys just attacking this guy?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
There was no formal agreement. It was just sort of like you had identified Freddie as a person that you were willing to let take the pallets from the back of the store. Okay. And that's sort of your responsibility in some ways to manage the pallets not being there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I manage all the trash here.
And how many times do you think that you were with Freddie when Cornerstone Security had contacted him?
At least 3 times.
Did you tell them that it was fine for him to be there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I told him, I said, no, you have to understand, I'm working with Freddie. I have been working with Freddie. I've done this, before this all happened, even the first interaction with them.
In her interview, Lori also added this.
Was there ever an issue with Freddie stealing pallets from you guys that you know of?
No.
Okay,
no.
so you've never...
Absolutely not. Every time I authorized him to take the ones that were, because he was there. I'm like, hey, can you just take these 30?
Who's trying to get on to him, you're trespassing, you're supposed to leave. And so what he would do is he would just come on our property and sit in his car and just puddle around, because he knows he's not supposed to be there, but we can't do anything when he's in his car.
We've never had, and not even a piece of paper saying we've been trespassed. We've never had a date of when we've been trespassed. We have no idea when we've been trespassed.
It's unclear if Freddie had actually been given a formal trespass order. Regardless, Logan explained his version of events for the day of the shooting.
I was driving by, I saw his car pull onto our property, so I go over there hey man, you need to leave. You know you're not supposed to be here. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. He gets out of his car, I get out of turn my camera on and get on my passenger side, my driver's side door. I was like, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You know you've been trespassed, you know you're not supposed to be here. And he looked at me and was pretty much like, you.
He pulled in front of us and blocked us and told us that we have to get off the property.
And who is he?
The security guy.
Do you know his name?
No.
Can you describe him for me?
He has dark hair. He's an asshole. We've had quite a few runs with him. And I called him and I'm calling the cops because I'm sick of this bull with you guys. Guys are harassing us all the time. And he said, I'm going to mace you. Freddie got out of the car and he said, put your hands behind your back. Freddie said, yeah, right. and got back in the car and grabbed his mace.
But if he would have just gotten into his car and just left, I would have left it at that.
Investigators asked Logan to
would've left it
clarify
like that.
why the situation escalated so quickly.
He was reaching for something inside. Okay. I know what it was. I know that he's made threats against us multiple times before. And
That's
What
a
was he
lie.
reaching for if he had mace in one hand and was trying to drive off too?
Nah, you know that's a lie because on the camera, on your body camera, you said that he was trying to hit you with the car, so that's why you start firing.
Exactly.
You didn't say, oh, he was reaching for something. You said that he was trying to hit you with that car. Now he was reaching for something? You trying to use that as that damn lie?
That little line they use. Wow, I hope he gets some time.
I didn't know what it was. I know that he's made threats against us multiple times before, and I didn't want him pulling a firearm when I was by the side of the vehicle, so that's why I sprayed into it.
Okay, and what was your hope to do when you, what was your intent when you sprayed in there? What were you?
Protect my safety.
Okay.
Like I said, cars are dangerous.
Did Freddie have a weapon on him? I'm just asking because I need to.
Yeah, he had his mace, but I don't think he had a chance to even fire it.
So Freddie had some pepper spray as well?
Yeah.
And you can
Did he have a knife or a gun or anything like that?
No.
The main points of contention were the brief moments before Logan fired, and this time, when he tells the story, he includes something new.
And I was going to step towards my car this way so he could, I thought he was just going to drive this way, so I start walking this way. He angles the hood of the car towards me, trying to pin me in between his truck and my patrol vehicle, but I stepped to my right and he narrowly missed.
You said he angled his tires towards you.
He turned the whole car and went forward towards me.
And you were able to step out of the way and avoid being hit, or were you hit by the car?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might have tabbed my hip, or I felt something push up against my hip, but no damage was done to me. Okay. I got out of the way quick enough.
Yet at the scene, Logan clearly states something that contradicts his new story.
You already tried to hit me once!
Did your vehicle strike the security guard at any point?
No. I don't think so. No.
While it's unclear if Freddy's truck actually hit Logan, he can be seen in the footage briefly touching the vehicle with his hand when it nears him. However, the most important piece of Logan's story was something he mentioned quickly in interrogation.
I heard the engine start to rev, and then that's when I fired. Okay. 4 shots into the left side, or right side.
Despite his claim the engine revved, the truck doesn't seem to move before Logan fired. At the very least, Logan's first shot was almost simultaneous with the truck beginning to move.
Get out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Just walk me through what your concerns were, because
my personal safety. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
This job is not worth my life at $18 an hour.
Sure.
So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I go home, but at the end of the day, I also don't want to have to send somebody else more or less home in a body bag.
Notably, Cornerstone's use of force policy states that, quote, nothing in this policy requires an officer to retreat or be exposed to possible physical injury before applying reasonable force. The autopsy revealed that Freddy was shot in the head, the left of his chest, his right shoulder, and in his thoracic vertebrae. He died at the scene.
Were you scared? Were you? Or were you?
I wouldn't really say I was scared, but that's only simply because of my military background and all my training and stuff like that.
While Logan had completed his armed security training through DPSST, Oregon's Department of Public Safety Standards and Training, he didn't have formal certification as an armed security guard. This meant that he was not licensed to carry a firearm at the time of the shooting. The Cornerstone Security Group later admitted that along with Logan, 2 more of their security guards weren't certified but were carrying firearms. Logan wasn't charged for Freddie Nelson's death until December 2021, more than 6 months after the shooting. At trial, Logan claimed it was self-defense, and that after the truck struck him, he got tunnel vision and didn't have the ability to recognize an alternative action to deadly force. Logan was eventually found guilty of second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and 2 counts of second-degree unlawful use of mace.
Good.
He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Following this, Carrie Nelson filed a $25 million civil lawsuit for wrongful death and negligence against the owners of the property and Cornerstone Security Group. It appears the case is still ongoing.
And I hope she won too. She deserved it, man. She can't bring her husband back.
No type of money.
No type of money can bring her husband back, but she deserved that, man.
They've been together 30 years.
30 years. To lose her
Logan just
husband
lost
over some pallets that the manager told him that he can get.
Ego. Just I
that
have
whole
no words for that, man. That whole
they wasn't even licensed to carry. So why was they carrying? Why would they? People
some of those security companies are like that too.
See, I never.
And they know that they know they have workers that's not certified and things, and they still let them go out there. And he got charged something with the mace too.
With the mace, yep.
Man. Rest in peace, Freddie, man.
He just was doing an honest living, collecting pallets, making money.
You bothered me. You had to find something to pick on somebody about. I just wish if he would have been going there still, even like some of the clips where he wasn't doing pallets, it's been in another vehicle or something, because they know how that vehicle looked just to harass you.
It seemed like they waited for him to come.
Yeah.
As soon as he come, they pull in their little security car and stopping them and harassing them. That's just
sad.
That's sad.
It's sad. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and y'all opinions down below. Everybody got their own perspective and of how they see things.
How they see things, yep.
Let's all get down there like adults and let's talk about it and get each other's perspective. We love y'all. Make sure y'all check out the rest of the video. Give it a thumbs up, y'all. We catch you on the next video.
Catch y'all next one.